I just did a quick reading to see where the ascending collective is. Okay, so my people that resonate fully with my work are planetary leaders, and we're not looking at people that are looking for fame and fortune. We're looking at people that are able to hold such high frequencies with integrity that they're able to maintain and sustain harmonic at a planetary level. Some moving into galactic, intergalactic, and even cosmic. Okay, so this is the collective I'm speaking to. Most of those beings that resonate with planetary leadership in that capacity are very, very modest and humble. Humility is key on this path. They're working inwardly primarily. There is no outward show or force of who they are, or what they're doing, who they're becoming. It's really an internal process of evolution, of healing, of expansion. Okay, these are the people that the planetary leadership path is for primarily. So essentially what we're seeing here is modesty. So it's working inwardly, not outwardly, and primarily focusing on becoming greatness without needing to claim it, because that's ego. Okay, so it's sitting in that presence of planetary leadership and harmonic without needing to claim authority or superiority over others. Okay, so that is really, really important on the path, is knowing that wherever you move, there's a path for every other human to reach that that place, and that's the goal of the planetary leader, is to hold the harmonic so others can get to that space easier. Okay, and as you do that, you reach the pinnacle of human evolution, which is the diamond sun body, the rainbow body, etc. You step into that harmonic, which is pure coherence, okay, pure source fractal. So I did a reading about that collective here, okay, and what we're seeing here is in the past, you have already gone through some sort of spiritual acceleration, okay, so you've already aligned with the higher path. You've already moved through the spiritual acceleration, already begun to awaken the Atlantean codes within you, maybe even older, Lemurian, etc. Currently, what we're seeing with this collective is you guys are sitting in the angelic human template. Okay, the angelic human template activates when you ground into the fifth density. So the fifth density is when your chakras actually resonate at such a high level that all of the chakras harmonize in the higher frequency. It's actually the frequency of the throat chakra descends down into the root. That's the fifth density. Then you're grounding into the fifth density. Okay. Once you do that, then you're embodying the angelic human template. Angelic human template is the heart up in the 3D 4D system, and the subhuman is the heart down. So those resonating with the heart down are actually resonating with the subhuman distorted inversion realities. Once you anchor your root into the throat, the heart, the emerald heart, anchors into the earth star, then you're in the angelic template. Okay, so those that are on the planetary leadership path are sitting in their angelic coding. Okay, moving forward, there is an activation of the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is your golden Taurus. Okay, this is Christ consciousness alive within your field. Okay, that is what you will be working on and focusing on, is the golden heart, which is the rose gold heart is the 60, the 70 heart is a gold heart, and that is Christ consciousness rooted, embodied within your physical vessel. Okay, so you will be working towards that 70 resonance, and as you do that, you can embody Christ consciousness. Okay, that is the next step forward. It's also learning to work with your creative abilities and the golden Taurus through manifestation, and that is the sacral chakra. Okay, this is self-love in the 3D 4D system. In the 5D and beyond, it turns into divine self-love. So your self-love is pure in that understanding and resonance. Okay, so you're not just giving to yourself from the overflow of your personal energy field. You're actually giving to yourself from the divine field of love. Okay, then at a spiritual level, what a lot of you guys might be going through is clearing karmic patterns. Okay, so you may be going through things within this life that need to be cleared, and past lives. Okay, so if you don't already know how to move into the Akashic records and gain access, I teach that in the Mastery School, you could start going to the Celestial Roundtable, which is a 9th density celestial realm, talking with your guides, figuring out what you need to work on, what you need to clear. The clearing process continues until rainbow body activation. And once that activates, there's still more, because there's a lot of stuff in the cellular structure that has to be illuminated. Okay, they're tiny, tiny micro subquantum quantum distortions in the cellular structure that you push out once the rainbow body activates. Okay, so you guys are beginning the process of that now from the angelic human template. So you're healing from the divine self. There's this karmic clearing there. Okay, and at a physical reality in the earth realm, you're working to resolve the distortions between heaven and earth. Okay, so you are anchoring these high frequencies onto the planet to begin building heaven on earth. And it starts with the frequencies. It starts with embodiment, and it starts with grounding the angelic human template. Okay, once that's fully activated and you're aligned, then your harmonic actually begins creating heaven on earth. Okay, just by your presence. Okay, so, and everything you do creates the coding for others to align with heaven on earth. Okay, and the higher your frequency, the more embodied you become, the larger your scope of influence. Okay, so that's what we're seeing here. You guys are already in the angelic coding. You're doing amazing there. The guidances start working with the chi energy in the body and the golden Taurus, because this magnetizes realities to you. If you have not done the Merkaba work, I recommend that. Also keep in mind, if you need an analysis, that's where I recommend people start. I can give you very, very specific guidance on where you're at energetically and the next steps you need to take to continue evolving. Okay, sending love.